Okay, let's talk about working women in the 20th century. Have you ever wondered why our grandmas were Rosie the Riveter during World War II, but turned into Donna Stone, a middle-class American mother and housewife in the sitcom The Donna Reed Show in the 1950s and 1960s? Yeah, me too. I also have been curious. It's a fascinating shift, so let me tell you about it. Picture this. It's World War II, and Uncle Sam needs everyone's help, even the ladies. With most men sacrificing at war, there were more job vacancies than a beehive without bees. The solution? Women traded their aprons for overalls, filling the void left by men in factories and industries. Fascinating, right? But here's the twist. Post-war, the returned demobilized soldiers hung up their boots and the women wore their hard hats. Society did a 180, and suddenly a woman's place was back in the kitchen, not the factory. Imagine running a marathon only to be told to sit down because the race is over. It was like a seesaw. One moment, women were in overalls. Next, they were in aprons. What a swing. Why the change, you ask? It's like returning to your favorite old comforter after trying a new one. A return to the familiar, the traditional. The post-war boom made goods cheaper. No one income was enough. And well, the old belief that men should bring home the bacon resurfaced. So there you have it, the 1950s backlash of women's work. 1 minute, they're in factories. Next, they're flipping pancakes. It's all a testament to the resilience of women, don't you think? But let's find the words to describe working women and their struggles at home. Have you ever felt like you were carrying a heavy backpack, but no one could see it? Imagine carrying that load every day and then being told you're making a fuss when you ask for help. Sounds unfair, right? Well, that's what many working women experience daily. It's called the mental, domestic, and emotional load. The mental load. The load. For instance, let's take my friend's story. She worked full-time, managing her career and home with her unemployed husband. Her husband lived off his stocks for 4 of their 5 years of marriage, while she still had to work and struggled to make ends meet. Yet he expected her to pay 50% of every bill, do all of the house cleaning, and manage their social calendar. When she asked for help, he labeled her a nag. Is it nagging to ask for assistance managing the home you both live in? It took her a while to understand what she was feeling. She was carrying a heavy, invisible backpack that was unfairly hers alone to bear. This backpack is the mental load of remembering to pay bills, the emotional load of ensuring everyone's needs are met, and the domestic load of keeping the home tidy. It's a constant juggling act that leaves many women exhausted and resentful. She eventually found the words to tell her husband, "This isn't working for me. I'm done." And she took off that backpack. If you're feeling the weight of an invisible backpack, know that you're not alone. And remember, asking for assistance when the load is shared is not nagging. And then let's further go in. Did she get a divorce? Yes, she did, and she was happy for it. But let's talk about the liberating power to remain single and build careers. Did you know there's a gold mine of happiness hidden in being single? Let's dive into a quick history lesson. After the 1849 gold rush, 3 women teachers in the San Francisco Bay Area made a critical life decision. Their diaries reveal an intriguing fact. They chose to remain single to keep teaching, which was their passion. They knew that if they got married, they'd have to give up their careers, a rule as firm as the law of gravity. Because when you got married or when you got pregnant, you couldn't keep that job. Today, this sentiment echoes among many women. Those who are financially stable, have steady jobs, and opt to be child and husband free demonstrate that marriage and motherhood are not the only ways of being a happy woman. They're the captains of their ships, deciding how they spend their free time without having to clean up someone else's mess. Their happiness shines brighter than a lighthouse, as seen in the testimonies in books, articles, blogs, vlogs, and on social media of countless women who share their positive experiences of being single and child-free. On the flip side, many women in heterosexual relationships feel like they're carrying a mountain of pressure. They often have to pause their careers, lose their financial independence, and transform their bodies, like a caterpillar into a butterfly, but with much more pain, to have a baby. They also bear the emotional and mental burden of navigating through the labyrinth of motherhood. Speaking to me like confessions in a diary, some of my friends admit they wish they had chosen a different path. What's the bottom line here? Women should be free to choose their destiny and select options in life, as one would select a specific book in a diary. They shouldn't be pushed by societal pressure to get married and have children. It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. They deserve bodily autonomy and should never be seen as second-class citizens. It's high time we stop shaming women for choosing to live life on their terms. I am the woman who wrote We Aren't Going Back, A History of Women's Social Progress Over 200 Years. I'm Jennifer Filzen. I invite you to join me in these videos that I'm producing. I'm going over every single chapter and every single story. There are about 250 stories, 250 voices in this book of 200 years of women's social progress, and it is eye-opening. Even if you think you know your history, trust me, as the person who wrote the book, I learned so much. And it's not just women's voices in this book, it's men's voices too, talking about women's social progress. It's available on Amazon, so do yourself a favor and purchase the book, or you're welcome to go through all of my videos, because I am developing a college level curriculum based off of this material. So join me for free, or jump ahead and go ahead and read the book and learn all the stories yourself. So that concludes chapter 4 of We Aren't Going Back, and please join me in the next video for chapter number 5. All right, see you then.